today on Nat Chats, I want to talk about the pitfalls of waiting to sell until it's a better market. Now, for the last 2 years, I've been having lots of conversations with potential sellers, obviously about the market and its performance, and whether or not people should wait until things improve to sell. Now, there are two really important considerations with regards to waiting for a better market that most people fail to take into account. The first is depreciation, especially if the home is quite new or newly renovated. And the second is the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. Now, if you've got a new, near new or relatively new renovated home, it's important to realise that just like a brand new car, your brand new build or renovation starts depreciating from the moment that it's finished. Unlike a car though, most homeowners aren't aware of this depreciation because in the past they've tended to buy or sell or build or renovate in their homes in rising markets. Now, in flat or declining markets, your new or newly renovated property can be reducing in value at a rate that actually exceeds the suburb average. Now, that can come as quite a shock to new home builders and buyers and renovators. Depreciation is at its highest in the first 10 years or so after the improvements have been made, and it will start to flatline after that. So that big hit is in those early years. Now, if you choose not to sell your 3-year-old home, for example, and wait for a couple of years, you need to realise you're not going to be selling the same home in 2 years' time. You're going to be selling a 5-year-old home with 2 further years of wear and tear and depreciation on it, and you're going to need to factor that in to the potential selling price. If the market has been flat or slow, or even worse, declining, you might find yourself in a position of actually being financially worse off than if you'd chosen to sell now and make your move in the same market. And that brings me to the second consideration, which is buying and selling in the same market. Now, if you're selling to trade up to a bigger home, better suburb, or both, and waiting for the market to improve before you sell, you're actually taking the risk that the gap between where you are now and where you want to be is actually going to grow and widen. For example, say your home is worth $600,000 approximately now, and you want to trade up to something worth around, say, $1 million. The gap between where you are now and where you want to be is, at the moment, probably around $400,000. Now, if you wait for the market to improve 10%, and this is assuming, of course, that the market improves evenly, as it may actually improve more quickly in the better suburb that you're looking to trade up to first. Your current home might have gone up to $660,000, but the $1 million property is probably now worth $1.1 million. So the gap between where you are now and where you want it to be has widened. It's grown by another $40,000. Now that's an additional $40,000 that you're either going to have to borrow and pay interest on, or you're going to have to try and save by buying a lesser home than what you were planning to originally. So if you're considering selling, make sure you take all the factors into consideration when making a decision to either sell now or wait until the market improves. That decision to wait could end up costing you money. If you'd like a no obligation chat about your home, I'd love to help. Call me on 0405 812 273 or email me at natalie@belcourtproperty.com.au. Have a great day.